Hello everybody, how's everyone day? I'm A.K.A. Today we are gonna talk another YouTuber with so nuisance and so chaotic and so stupid that he actually uploaded something like I mentioned again that a video that actually again right after like Johnny Somali's done, we got another person called the Fidias done. So the one thing is that what you guys need to understand what do I deem that as? Well, basically there is a YouTuber named Fidia that actually go to Japan and actually create a video calling that how he go travel Japan for free. Basically what he did was he actually took like Shinkansen or travel bus or even go to some high 5-star restaurant to eat for free. Everything he did is for free. And the one thing that actually pissed a lot of people off is that how, and even myself off, is that how he actually created a video, how he berated many people, how he talked down a lot of people, as well at the same time smirking how he managed to get everything for free. The one thing is that what he did was that, well, not only did he actually undermine other people's kindness as well as hospitality, he actually take it that is granted for him just all because that he actually he have 2.38 million subscribers. Really actually kind of interesting that the video itself has been deleted by YouTube because it actually, from what it was told, that it broken the policy of YouTube contents and term and service, which in case anyone want to know, the video that was uploaded had been deleted, like it is gone already. It had been reported by, the one thing is that the video in question had been deleted by YouTube themselves, and that 5 videos have been removed after such thing, meaning to say that any other video that has similar content have been deleted. But the one thing that actually caused a lot of question in doubt is that whether is it deleted by Fidia himself or is deleted by YouTube himself. The one thing is that it had been stated that YouTube deleted it due to the term and condition being they said it's wrong, so we're gonna delete it. But the funny thing is that YouTube, despite the wrong done by this YouTuber, decided not to ban him outright, decided not to kick him out of the platform outright, which kind of beg the question, like, is it really what YouTube decided to stand on? I mean, like, this is not just borderline criminal, it's outright criminal. But on the other hand, there is a few things we need to talk about, and it's kind of like questionable based on the legitimacy and the credibility of the video created by Fidia. The one thing is that a lot of people need to understand who is Fidia. He's actually a person who well known for creating a lot of stunts. And the funny thing is that a lot of the stunts that I've seen, most of them has similarity to a lot of other content creator that is created, including like how he go to the point of doing a challenge that Mr. Beast had long failed, which didn't eat food for 30 days, as well as a few other things. So it's like he creates stunt or thing that a lot of people won't do, and that's how he earned a lot of subscribers. But the one thing a lot of people need to understand is that what he did is outright criminal when he decided to go to the point of like being in dodging train fee or stealing food apparently. But the one thing is that what a lot of people is not aware is that if you are dodging train fee as well as stealing food in a from a restaurant, basically Dine-n-Dash, just basically you eat the food and then you run, all of this is considered criminal. And that what he is not aware is that if based off his video, and the funny thing is that although the people were like, oh, the video is gone, he's not gonna have responsibility. Oh, what? Stay in the internet? Stay in the internet. Even if you decide to delete it, there is a lot of people usually uploading those evidence back up. So the one thing is that I mentioned again, when you upload a video, the whatever is stay in the internet, stay in the internet, as well as that this idiot. Again, so now Johnny Somali number 2, I guess, that another idiot like him had decided to put evidence on a golden platter and give it to, again, police in Japan. Wow. He can decided to just say that, oh, it's just all video editing, that he can show evidence. But the thing is, right, I'm not quite sure is it really, and I will go again into the, like, is it really legit that he really eat for free everything, or is it just all a stunt? So basically what we need to know is that if the video is, like I mentioned, is really true, that he basically Dine-n-Dash as well as dodging train fee, all those are considered crime in Japan. And again, yes, he can be arrested, he can be charged. But as the time of this recording, he is no longer in Japan, so there is no way to arrest him or whatsoever. And I'll put up a few situations that might happen to him if the investigation is true. So bear with me a little bit more as I got a lot of things to cover, but I'll try to cover them as simplified as possible. So the number one thing is that although YouTube decided to ban him outright, he did something wrong and that he apologized in his video. But the thing is, right, the video, he apologized, but it was not removed, and YouTube decided to remove it after it had been receiving a lot of backlash. We can't give a lot of double standard, like how people decided to dodge another YouTuber, but YouTube just say, oh, yeah, you know what, we're just gonna demonetize you just temporary. Well, don't need to worry. I'll put up what kind of video I was talking about in the description below. So the one thing is, what you guys need to understand is that Fidias had been called out by many YouTubers as well as content creators about what he did, and that travel for free. And a lot of people actually point out a few things that is very interesting. Is that, is it really true that did he Dine-n-Dash, or did he really actually not pay for the train fee? The one thing is that you do not enter a train station like for free that easily. I'm not saying that. The reason why I say it that easily is that unless you did something like gone through without people knowing it, if not, often more than not, you have to pay for the fee. And there is a, like I mentioned, like I have entered like train station technically for free, but that doesn't mean that I can get out for free. I still have to pay for the ticket. And the reason why I say that, why I'm able to get in for free, is that sometimes the machine, when I tap like with my Sui card, basically what happened is that sometimes the machine was unable to read properly, and I was able to get through the ticket gate without knowing that I did not have tapped my card for properly. So when I decided when I reached my destination and I decided to just get out, the ticket will indicate that I did not tap my card previously properly, and that it will stop me from exiting. So that's how you have to understand is that, and so the only way to get out is that you have to pay. And often more than not, every train station do have a security camera as well as a person standing guard to make sure that no people jump the fee. So the one thing is, right, what I believe very likely is that it's possible that he actually paid for the fee and that he lied that he did not pay for the fee. But the thing is, right, there is a few things that he seemed to omit, and at the same time he actually did jump like for the fee properly, is that he did kind of say that he didn't pay the full amount and he just get out very fast. So it's kind of questionable how legit is those video really is. But if that is the case, it's just the possibility that most Japanese people just take it that he's a foreigner, maybe they just don't understand the mistake, we're just gonna let them go. So the thing is, right, is it really true? This just caused a floodgate of people thinking that Japanese people or Japanese service allowed such service, and that what like I mentioned, this idiotic did is that he's just opened up the floodgate that people think that what he did in Japan is possible, and that people will go to Japan doing the same thing as this idiot, thinking that, oh, Japan will allow people to travel for free. Because what a lot of people need to understand, that is not the case. If you're gonna travel for free in Japan and you think that, oh, you can just hide in the toilet in the Shinkansen and not pay for a single down, yeah, reality check, this time around, what you guys have to understand, that this time around you will not just get say hello to the police, you are gonna get arrested and you're gonna get detained, not just for 5 hours without evidence, but basically you get detained. That's it. Because what you guys need to understand, that Japan, including the JR company, they are doing an investigation into such video, and that is very likely that, based on one of the scenario that I will put up, is that if the situation is true and that he and 3 other YouTubers are really jumping the fee, it is very likely that they will be considered as criminal and that they are liable for arrest. What does that mean? Well, the thing is, right, they can't arrest them unless they are in Japan. So that is the reason why they will be considered as suspect or fugitive. So the thing is that if in the case that they do return to Japan, they will be arrested on arrival, and that they will have a coffee and a katsudon meal with the Japanese police, if that is what people always have the imagination. But the one thing I can assure you guys, no such thing. They will not treat them basically that easily, but they will just arrest them and get them to the police station with the intention of charging them for criminal behavior in Japan. That's number one. Number two will be actually more towards the point, like if there is no evidence against, like strong evidence against them, they will still consider bar them from visiting Japan again, meaning to say that these 4 YouTubers will not be in Japan anymore. If in the case they do, is like again I mentioned, they will likely just send them back. It's like, oh, you got the Japan, sorry, go back. So there is number 2 possibility. Number 3 will be again, if there is evidence or no evidence, it will be more towards the point like people will still hate them, and it's very likely that they will be traveling in Japan at a very high risk. What does that mean? Meaning to say that, yeah, if Johnny Somani can get slapped or get punched, this idiot better look out for his safety. That's what I can say. So the one thing is that what people need to understand, that this whole scenario is really crazy, and like I mentioned, the legibility of and credibility of his video is questionable. Reason being that it's very unlikely that he actually did it for free. It's very likely that he just paid for the ticket or whatever, and that he's omitted a lot of it. In the original video, he had like it has shown to be very heavily edited, which means that there is a lot of things that he did that is not considered criminal, but it's just that he make it as if it's criminal. So it's very hard to protect him, or is it really true or not? So it's very hard to know. But at the same time, if in the case that he really traveled for free, then yeah, he's gonna have a questionable thing, because at the time of this recording, not only did the video on his channel got deleted, but the thing is, right, he is under investigation, and this on the other hand is a very good sign that Japan is doing the right thing. Because if in the case that Japan is going to investigate into him and that he is chargeable, it's very likely that he'll be on the list. Like I mentioned, if there is enough evidence to charge him in a trial, the last scenario that I can see would be basically that Japan will try to invite him back and then send him to the police, like I mentioned again. But the thing is, right, whether will he get sent back will depend on the country that this guy is in, as well as the advertised treaty between the country that he's in as well as Japan. So if he's hiding in a country that had no advertise, yeah, nothing that Japan can do about it. So that is one thing that people need to understand about him. And that if people want him to be charged in Japan, don't just write in the comment below or any other comment. Just help by sending him to Japan. That would be the best way to go. So the one thing is that a lot of people need to understand that if this guy have been doing a stunt called traveling around country for free, and that whether will other country also charge him or not will depend on how he's like more towards how people will look into his case, or how the country will look into his case. That will depend. But what this person did had actually damaged not just or did the stunt like Johnny Somani. It's basically what people need to understand, that what this another idiot had did in Japan is that he had break not just only the law if true, but at the same time what he did is that he had tarnished the reputation of YouTubers. What does that mean? Basically, a lot of people who do live streaming and like in Japan is that a lot of people want to travel Japan and showcase the best part of Japan. But the thing is, right, because two scenarios, Johnny Somani and Fidias had created such stunt, people are going to remember all the bad thing in Japan. People are not going to remember all the good thing about Japan, as well as also a lot of local Japanese will not like foreigner from now on. So a lot of people need to understand that what this idiot did is not just only tarnish the reputation of Japan, but also at the same time destroy the reputation of foreigners. Other foreigners will, if in the future, if you visit Japan, listen to my advice carefully. Study the culture of Japan very carefully, as well as learning some simple Japanese. When in Japan, show respect to the Japanese people, as well as understanding that if there are something that is not allowed, please understand that this is based off the Japanese law or the Japanese behavior. If in the case that people do not accept foreigner, understand that idiot like this Fidia is the reason why Japanese people hate foreigner from now on. So the one thing is that even I myself is very pissed off at how such idiot is creating bad reputation for foreigner, because if people gonna in Japan hate foreigner, it's not gonna be racist. It's because of idiot like this that is causing people to hate foreigner from now on, and that this idiot should not only apologize to the Japanese of in Japan, but also to all the foreigner all over the world. These idiots, like I mentioned, should be banned from YouTube. But however, because a lot of his video had bring a lot of money for YouTube, so YouTube decided to just, okay, we're just gonna remove a few of the video, and you know what, we're not gonna ban you. So unless he's being banned, yeah, this is not looking good on YouTubers. So the one thing a lot of people need to understand is that idiots like Johnny Somali and Fidia have bring not only bad image in Japan, where people is gonna have a misconception that, oh, in Japan you can just travel for free. No, you can't travel for free in Japan. The only free travel that you get to is go to the police station and have a chat with the police. So if that is how you want in Japan, by all means go ahead. I will not stop you. But the thing is, right, what you guys have to understand is that what this idiot had did is just creating a wrong floodgate, and that again, what he is not understanding is that many people in Japan is going to have a misconception that all foreigner is like this. No. What he did is creating a false impression of foreigner, and that for, like I mentioned, many people in Japan is going to think that, oh, all foreigners are like this. So the one thing is that if you're a foreigner and going to visit in Japan, please be careful from now on. At the same time, look into your behavior and try not to create a scene in Japan from now on, because the one thing is that this behavior is not tolerant in Japan. And although I'm no longer in Japan, but the one thing I can assure you guys is that this is not very good. Like seriously, Japanese people are very, very kind. They are very, very nice. I had lived in Japan for 6 years with very nice co-worker as well as very nice neighbors. And I can assure you guys that living in Japan for 6 years, the first year wasn't that nice, because a lot of people have misconception that I'm which I will talk about that in future, but I can assure you that it took me around 1 year to break the ice with my neighbor, and it wasn't a pleasant experience when I learned the truth when about their impression of foreigner. And I can assure you guys, the only thing that this idiot create is really stupid. That's all I can say. But with that being said, well, if you do like this kind of content, or maybe you think that you want to look into this kind of video, well, I will be creating a few other similar cases in the next few video. I think similar cases, but not that similar. I will, but I mean, like, this is all random chat, and all random chat mean that no topic stay the same, or there is no flow to the title. So with that being said, yeah, if you just press the like button and subscribe, okay? Just press the like button if you don't like it. If not, don't press the dislike button. If not, just go to the history and just remove that you have seen this video. Just remove that, and that's all. Don't need to press the dislike button, okay? And also subscribe if for more random chat, and as well at the same time, if you got something you want to talk about, just write in the comment below. How do you guys all think about this whole scenario? How should this guy get arrested, or should this guy just get jailed, maybe in another country than in Japan? Well, who knows? With that, have a nice day or night. Bye.